Today on Business Success in Six with Stacie, I have Bob, Ashley, and Laramie Weiss here from Wilderness Campground in Montello, Wisconsin. Thanks for jumping on with me during your busy season.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely. I'm excited to share this generational business. Bob, your family bought this business in 1969. Do you mind if we talk about Wilderness Campground?
No, let's talk about wilderness.
All right, here we go. When people ask you what Wilderness Campground does, how do you all describe your business?
Well, our main mission is to provide outdoor fun for the entire family and to make lifelong memories.
Oh my gosh, I love that. And I'm sure there have been so many memories throughout the years here. And I want to go right into this second question. What were your plans when your family started the business? How has that changed? Like, how many years have we been in business? 54 years now?
54 years.
Lots of memories. Like, tell me about all of these transitions and how the business.
Well, camping has evolved immensely. I mean, when my parents first bought it, most people had tents. There were a handful of pop-ups, small travel trailers like 19 footers. And pickup campers, there were some of those. Now, electrical, they could get by on a little 15 amp breaker. Most of them did not have air conditioning, maybe a few lights, and they cooked on a grill over the fire. Now they have indoor kitchens and outdoor kitchens right on the RVs, 2 or 3 air conditioners, microwaves, electric griddles, they king size beds and multiple slide outs and toy haulers to bring all your motorcycles, ATVs, what have you along with. So it's really changed, and what the customers want to the experience. Used to be fishing was a big thing. It still is. It seems like the stuff that was big back then is still around. There's just stuff added to it. Used to go swimming, and we had a little 12-foot by 12-foot wooden platform raft in the middle of the lake. Now we have all of these fancy inflatables that form an obstacle course on the water, and all kinds of things like that. Mini golf, water wars, wagon rides, and a lot of things have changed for the better. Safety aspect, things are safer nowadays. Those toys are far safer than what I grew up with when I was a kid, but kids still want to have fun and do things, and I don't think camping will ever get old. We see people, we've got one family that's been doing a family reunion here for 50 years.
Wow.
And they're on their like 5th generation that's coming here. And we see them, they do like a 7 to 9 day family reunion every year here.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
That
great.
is fantastic.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. And that actually leads me into the next question. What is the biggest way you impact the community? Because that is one huge way that you're impacting the community by bringing families together, making memories, providing like safe and fun outdoor entertainment. Ashley, Laramie, is there anything else, other ways that you think that you impact the community that you'd like to share?
Well, not only the campground community and our people here, but just our local town. We do a lot of fundraising opportunities to help different foundations, like the Gilbert Brown Foundation, the Badger Honor Flight,
our Bone Cancer Center.
Yeah, and I think a lot of campers are just very giving people, so we do a lot of things to help, things that are near and dear to our hearts. But not only that, but we also, help our local youth clubs and youth groups. We
have a Halloween weekend, well, 2 Halloween weekends every year that a local sports group either comes in, or local seniors, juniors come in and they run the haunted house for us, and all the proceeds for that goes to their sports club or their class.
That's been a pretty big deal for those sports clubs the last few years. They've taken home a pretty good chunk of money, but they have to work for it too.
That's really neat. And so like, because your busiest season is between Memorial Day and Labor Day, and then you're open in April through October. So that's like a great way to celebrate a season and have this amazing grand finale of what you guys are doing in business. That is so cool.
We
So
also, I'm sorry. So we also hire a lot of young individuals. So hiring teens that it's their first job. So they're learning, work ethic, responsibility, and how to have a job. So we're really giving a lot of kids that come here, for their first time, working somewhere. So we're really training somebody to be an effective member of their community later on. So it's kind of like the domino effect.
Life skills they're learning here when they work.
Yeah, and some of the skills that they wouldn't normally learn because so many people are stuck inside all the time, but there's a whole slew of amazing skills that you can learn out in the wilderness, right?
Oh, yes. Yep. Not to mention there are some kids that need to learn how to use a broom inside too. They, teaching kids how to sweep sometimes.
It does happen.
Yeah.
You know what? I'll send my boys back over there and you can give them a
We'll get them trained up.
right? They never want to hear it from mom anyways.
They'll know how to fold laundry, they'll know how to sweep, and they'll know how to mop, and they'll have no excuses at home.
I love it. I love it. In a great atmosphere as well. That is so great. So what is one challenge that you all have faced? I'd love for each of you to tell me a challenge as business owners that you have faced that other business owners could learn from, different perspectives from family members.
Well, wearing a lot of hats. I made some notes and I want to refer to them. One of the big things that we all know is that the Campground Owners Association has been so important. We learn so much from them and take away so much from our network with the other campground owners. So we got a great convention and a great executive director, and we've been members of Waco since my parents bought the campground. The first month they joined Waco, and we've been members ever since. And our girls have grown up in Waco. I did. It's so important to network with your peers in the business and supportive and let's see, what's the word I'm looking for? Supportive and
you go together.
Business associations.
Yes. And I think that's so valuable to be in a part of those organizations. Our coaches talk a lot about just having an abundance mindset and learning from each other and not feeling like, oh, if we share some information, they're going to succeed and we're not. But when you embrace that community like Waco, that is huge. Thank you for sharing that.
Just to build on that, just so you're aware, because Waco, Wisconsin actually has the strongest state association for campground owners, business-wise, in the states. And I honestly got to feel growing up and going to the Waco conventions every year that we have a very strong sense of community. I mean, there's always challenges in every single business and it always changes every single day. We all know that. It's like you see something brand new that you've never seen before, but you're not alone in it. There's other people that you can go and get their feedback and draw from and learn from where they've experienced it before. So
I love that.
Being in the campground industry, I would say we're probably one of the most friendliest, competitive, businesses or industries that you'll ever meet. A lot of us are really close friends and talk all summer long and through Facebook or whatever it might be, and then we see each other
and pick on each other occasionally.
So
love that. Yeah. So do a lot of people that come to Wilderness, do they, are you sharing customers, so to speak, with other campgrounds? And
well, I will say if we're full and we have somebody call, we try to get them a list of other campgrounds where they can go to, just so that they can camp on a weekend. We just don't hang up the phone and say, oh, sorry, we're full. We try to send them to other campgrounds that we know provide the same customer service that we do.
Love that. Thank you for sharing that. So Melanie, welcome.
Hi.
We are going on to question number 5 now. What does the future look like to Wilderness Campground? And do you have an exit plan? So I'll let you all talk about that.
Well, yeah, we do have an exit plan. We're slowly working on putting that in place, and that plan involves those two big time and our family. And we've kind of got the rough plan, but anyway, we haven't been focusing on that. We've been focusing on building this business up. Businesses, cash flow, huge. One of your questions talked earlier about what was your plans, and when I came back, my plan was to build this business up big enough that it could support 2 or 3 families, and that plus other employees, so that we could keep our family together and keep running the business and keep the girls on board. And so that was really one of my goals. And are wanting to do that, and we wanted to have a family destination campground, a campground where we were about the kids and having fun and the activities. And Ashley does, she's taken that bull by the horns and gone with it. We have some pretty big bands that play here, and it's pretty amazing. About every Saturday night we'll either have a band or we'll have a DJ, and we'll have something. This Saturday is going to be the corn boil. A week from Saturday is cardboard boat races, and that is hilarious. If you need to go camping on a weekend where one of the campgrounds has that, maybe our place, but it's a blast. You build your own boat out of cardboard, take it out, you have to race it against the other competitors, and we'll get 60 or 70 cardboard boats down there. We break them out into age classes and things like that. So it's a great
That
time.
is so fun. So the future, you're up to 450 sites now. And when you started, you were so much smaller. You've added so much. The future looks bright and full of fun, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. Not to mention, so there is some more room. But we have a disc golf course that is 18 fairways. There's 2 baskets, 2 tee-off pads on each fairway, so you can really play 72 different holes.
Wow.
This disc golf course is rated number 2 in the state, and it's been ranked as high as 31st in the world. So it's a very challenging technical course. We get people from as far away as North Carolina, Kansas City. We've had people travel here, Canada, just to play our disc golf course. And that's a growing sport as well.
It definitely is. I've got 3 boys and we play and we travel to do it. I actually met the disc golf guy in Madison at the Wisconsin Hotel and Lodging Show. That's incredible. Thank you for sharing that. So
you have to come try a course sometime.
I definitely will, but let's go through and share all of the different amenities one more time that you offer between the 4 of you. A disc golf course, that's huge, an 18-hole course. What else? What else do you want to highlight?
Go ahead, girls.
We do have another mini golf course. It's an 18-hole mini golf course. Rental bikes and rental boats, canoes, kayaks,
jumping pillow, the inflatables course in both the ponds is awesome. We have a small one in Bonnie Lake that's more so meant for little kids. And then we have the big stuff out in the middle for bigger kids that want to actually do something a little more challenging. And the adults find it pretty challenging when they come in here. And then we also have 2 cafe areas, one in the office here, and we offer scoop ice cream through Chocolate Shop Ice Cream, which is the best ice cream in Wisconsin. Little love, because they really are the best ice cream in Wisconsin. and then we do Friday night fish fries in both of our little locations. The other one by a s'more pond is only open on Friday and Saturdays. So at any point in time, there's something going on here. It's quite a bit of
ball kits. Don't forget the goggle ball kits.
Oh yeah, those are a big hit. The kids are in them from sun up to sundown, it seems.
When we went to go put those in, I honestly just thought, well, gosh, what is this? It just looks like a little pit with wood. And then all of a sudden it was really busy. Like, we might want another one of those.
It's crazy. Like you guys said, everything is changing, and it just keeps adding, right? So
So we have an activity field. There's a softball diamond on that. There's a small skateboard park, basketball court, full court basketball court, 2 volleyball courts. Like I said, 3 playgrounds. We've got our seasonals helped us build 6 sets of horseshoe pits, and we do horseshoe tournaments here. The beanbag and beanbag tournaments, that is a very big presence, very big. Cornhole, I guess you call it, cornhole, or that's got a very big presence here in our campground. And that is some of our best fundraising too. The guys will put that on and do fundraising and Badger Honor Flight, or one of the other foundations, or for cancer, or even sometimes we've had personal, campers we knew that were in need, and we did fundraisers for them.
that's so great. Love it. So many great things that you guys are doing. So my last question for each of you is, all subjects open, what inspires you most? So whoever wants to start.
Well, I'll tell you what inspires me at this time is seeing the smiles on the little kids' faces. To see them having a good time. They don't have a care in the world. They're not worried about what's going on in the outside world right then. And their parents can let them go play, and they don't have to worry too much. They're in a safe place, having a good time. That, pass that on, girls. Come on, chime in here.
We had said that camping is multi-generational, and so when I grew up, my parents' friends were bringing their kids that were my age, and now my friends that I grew up that were camping, they're bringing kids that are their age. So it's really awesome just to see that it's a continuation of the same. You see the same faces. They might go away for a little bit, but they always come back.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, and honestly, before this interview, when we were talking, one of the things that I find pretty inspiring is how many people that we actually bring back year to year, repeat campers, and how much they love it and they tell their friends about it. And it's like not even just for like the good weather trips, the bad weather trips too, where people have memories where they tell stories for a year to come, and how much that carries on from year to year, and knowing that we have so much of an impact on people's lives is really quite something to think of.
That's so cool. I love it. And Melanie, anything that inspires you that you want to share?
Kind of eat up all the good things.
That is wonderful. Thank you all, Bob, Ashley, Melanie, Laramie, Weiss. Thank you all for sharing Wilderness Campground with me, with our viewers, with our community, with our great state, and people traveling from all over. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Bye now.